Good evening, my dear guest, and welcome once again to the dimly lit halls of From Beyond. Tonight, I invite you to descend with me into the very heart of Paris, yet not the Paris of glittering lights, music, and laughter, but one that lies beneath, silent, eternal, and cloaked in shadows. Far beneath the cobblestone streets and the elegant boulevards, there stretches a labyrinth, a necropolis carved into the bones of the earth itself. The Catacombs of Paris, a place where the living seldom tread, and where the dead number in the millions. Imagine, if you will, walking through endless tunnels lined with skulls and femurs, stacked with macabre precision, forming walls that whisper of centuries long past. It is said that every turn, every echoing step, awakens something ancient, a presence that lingers among the remains. This is not merely a resting place, it is a city of the dead, and one that holds its secrets close. What stories are buried in the silence of these stone corridors? What restless souls linger in the shadows, watching as intruders pass? Come with me, then, as we descend into the catacombs of Paris. But do not stray too far from the candlelight, for once you are lost in the darkness down below, even Paris herself will never hear your cries. I am Sebastian, your host, and this is From Beyond.
Beneath the romantic streets of Paris, a city famed for its light, art and love, lies a realm of profound darkness, a silent, sprawling empire of the dead, holding the remains of over 6 million souls. This is not just a historical site, it's a place where the veil between worlds feels impossibly thin, where whispers of the past echo through bone-lined tunnels, and where the very air seems to hum with untold stories. Welcome, brave viewers, to the enigmatic and chilling catacombs of Paris, a place where history and legend intertwine in the most macabre dance imaginable. For centuries, this underground labyrinth has held Paris's deepest secrets. It's a testament to a city's struggle with its own mortality, a solution born of necessity that evolved into a haunting monument. Today, we embark on a journey into this unique underworld. We will meticulously uncover the grim historical imperative that led to its creation, delve deep into the spine-tingling supernatural tales that have been woven into its very fabric, and explore what it truly means to walk among the departed in modern times. Prepare yourselves, for this descent is not merely into the earth, but into the very heart of mystery and the unknown. The catacombs await, ready to reveal their secrets. To truly understand the grim necessity that birthed the Paris catacombs, we must first journey back to the late 18th century. Paris, a city on the cusp of revolution, was grappling with a crisis of epic and, frankly, putrid proportions. Its cemeteries, centuries old and continuously used, were not merely full, they were a public health catastrophe, a festering wound on the urban landscape. The most notorious and problematic of these was the Saints Innocents Cemetery, which had been in continuous use for nearly 10 centuries. Imagine, millions upon millions of bodies buried one atop another, shallow graves barely concealing their contents, and charnel houses overflowing with skeletal remains. The air was thick with the stench of decay, the ground literally rising with the deceased, and diseases like typhus, smallpox and cholera were rampant, directly linked to the putrefaction seeping into the city's water supply and atmosphere. The living were quite literally surrounded by the dead, and this macabre embrace was becoming a deadly threat to public health and urban life. The situation was unsustainable, and a drastic solution became not just necessary but inevitable. In 1785, after years of debate and growing public alarm, authorities made the monumental decision to exhume the remains from these overcrowded cemeteries and transfer them to abandoned underground limestone quarries. These quarries, part of a vast, intricate network stretching for hundreds of kilometres beneath the city, offered a ready-made, albeit profoundly unsettling solution to Paris's demographic and sanitary woes. The process was a monumental undertaking, often conducted under the cloak of night to avoid hostile reactions from the Parisian populace and the church. bones, carefully disinterred from their centuries-old resting places, were transported in solemn, hushed processions, carted through the darkened streets. Once underground, they were not simply dumped. They were meticulously arranged by quarry workers, transforming chaotic burial grounds into an organised, if profoundly unsettling ossuary. This massive transfer, which continued for decades, saw millions of remains finding their final, collective resting place here. It was a pragmatic yet chilling response to a city suffocating under the weight of its own dead, a testament to human adaptability in the face of overwhelming challenges. With millions of souls interred within its labyrinthine passages, it's hardly surprising that the catacombs of Paris have become a veritable hotbed for supernatural tales and chilling legends. For centuries, visitors, explorers, and even the occasional unwitting trespasser have reported experiences that defy rational explanation, transforming this historical ossuary into one of the most intensely haunted places on Earth. One of the most persistent and unsettling legends is that of the vanishing explorer. The story, often recounted in hushed tones, speaks of a camcorder reportedly discovered in the early 1990s, deep within an unauthorized, rarely accessed section of the catacombs. The footage, chillingly, showed a man wandering through the endless tunnels, his voice growing increasingly frantic as he realized he was hopelessly lost. The tape abruptly ended, leaving his fate a haunting mystery. The man was never found, his disappearance forever entwined with the catacombs' enigmatic and terrifying allure. Was he a victim of the maze, or did something far more sinister claim him? Many who venture into these depths claim to hear whispering walls, faint disembodied voices, murmurs, or even distinct footsteps echoing through the tunnels, despite being utterly alone. Some attempt to rationalize this as the natural acoustics of the ancient quarries, but countless others firmly believe it's the restless spirits of the departed, attempting to communicate, to warn, or perhaps to simply acknowledge their eternal presence. Then there's the tragic and poignant tale of Philibert Asbert, a hospital doorman who, in 1793, accidentally wandered into the catacombs and became hopelessly lost. His body was found 11 years later, in 1804, identifiable only by his hospital ring, just steps from an exit he so tragically missed. Legend has it that every November 3rd, the anniversary of his disappearance, Philibert's ghost haunts the labyrinth, forever searching for the way out, a spectral reminder of the dangers that lurk within. Beyond individual encounters, the catacombs are steeped in broader, more pervasive myths. Some speak of a phantom choir, faint, ethereal singing echoing from the depths, believed to be the echoes of long-dead choristers who once sang in the churches above. Others whisper of the alchemist's gateway, secret chambers rumoured to have been used for mysterious arcane experiments in the Middle Ages, hidden passages leading to forgotten knowledge or forbidden rituals, and the pervasive idea of lost souls, those who perished within the tunnels, or were buried here under duress, unable to find peace, continues to fuel the catacombs' eerie and compelling reputation. Perhaps the most intriguing and certainly the most unsettling is the legend of the Green Man, a wandering ghost supposedly conjured by bandits who used the catacombs as their illicit hideout. This spectral figure was said to deter anyone from entering their forbidden domain, a supernatural guardian of their dark secrets. While official sources offer no definitive confirmation of these paranormal claims, the sheer volume of anecdotal evidence, the profound historical weight, and the undeniable oppressive atmosphere of the catacombs make it remarkably easy to believe that something truly otherworldly resides within its bone-filled embrace. The silence, the darkness, and the constant presence of millions of human remains create an environment ripe for the imagination to conjure the unseen, making every creak and shadow a potential encounter with the spectral. Despite their chilling history and profound supernatural allure, the Paris catacombs are not merely a relic of the past confined to dusty history books. Today, they stand as one of Paris's most unique, compelling, and sought-after tourist attractions, drawing nearly 550,000 visitors annually from across the globe, eager to experience this macabre wonder. The official entrance, discreetly located at 1 Avenue du Colonel Henri Rolle-Tanguy, near the Denfert Rochereau metro station, leads visitors down a surprisingly long and winding staircase of 131 steps. This descent takes you deep beneath the bustling Parisian streets above, into a world far removed from the city's vibrant energy. Here, silence often reigns, broken only by the hushed whispers of awe-struck tourists and the occasional click of a camera, creating an atmosphere of solemn reverence. The 1.5-kilometre circuit, approximately a mile, is a strictly one-way journey, carefully managed to ensure both the safety of visitors and the preservation of this incredibly fragile historic site. As you walk, you are literally surrounded by millions of meticulously arranged skulls and femurs, forming intricate patterns along the walls. It's a stark, powerful, and undeniably humbling reminder of mortality and the sheer, overwhelming scale of human history. The constant temperature of 14 degrees Celsius, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, provides a cool, almost ethereal embrace, further adding to the unique and unforgettable atmosphere. While the experience is undeniably profound and deeply impactful, it's crucial to be aware of the practicalities and limitations. The site is unfortunately not wheelchair accessible due to the numerous steps, both descending and ascending, 112 steps to climb back up, and the uneven, sometimes slippery ground. It's also generally not recommended for individuals suffering from severe claustrophobia or those with significant cardiac or respiratory conditions, as the passageways can be narrow, dimly lit, and the overall environment can be quite intense. For the safety and preservation of the ossuary, large bags and suitcases are strictly prohibited, emphasizing the delicate and sacred nature of the remains. Due to its immense popularity and the limited capacity of 200 visitors at any given time, tickets are highly sought after. Booking online in advance is not just recommended, but often essential to guarantee entry and avoid potentially long queues. Despite the inherent creepiness and the solemnity of the setting, the catacombs offer a safe and controlled environment for exploration, allowing visitors to confront history, mortality, and the human condition in a truly unforgettable way. It's a journey that challenges perceptions, sparks deep contemplation, and leaves an indelible mark on the psyche of all who dare to descend into the empire of the dead. The catacombs of Paris are more than just a burial ground. They're a living testament to history, a chilling monument to human ingenuity, and a canvas for the supernatural. From the desperate measures taken to save a city from its own dead, to the spectral whispers that haunt its bone-lined corridors, this subterranean world continues to captivate and terrify. Whether you believe in ghosts or simply appreciate the profound historical significance, a visit to the catacombs is an experience unlike any other. It forces us to confront our own mortality, to ponder the vastness of human history, and to acknowledge the thin line between the known and the unknown. So the next time you walk the vibrant streets of Paris, remember the silent city beneath. Remember the millions who rest there, and perhaps listen closely. You might just hear a whisper from the empire of the dead. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the darkness. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the world's most mysterious places. I've told you what I know. Whether you believe it or not is entirely up to you.
And so, dear guest, we emerge once more from the depths, leaving behind the silent corridors and the endless walls of bone that stretch beneath the City of Light. For centuries, the catacombs have stood as a solemn reminder that beneath grandeur lies decay, and beneath every monument of splendor, the inevitability of death. Paris, with all her elegance and brilliance, rests upon a foundation built not of marble nor stone, but of the countless souls who slumber in darkness below. Perhaps you felt it, too, the weight of the silence, the invisible gaze of unseen eyes, the whisper of something that has lingered there far longer than we can comprehend. Some say that once you descend into the catacombs, you never truly leave them behind. A fragment of their shadows follows you, and a fragment of yourself remains among the bones. As we close tonight's journey, I bid you carry this thought, that the catacombs are not merely a grave, they are a mirror, reflecting back to us the fragile line between life and eternity. Until we meet again, tread lightly, dream cautiously, and remember, in the labyrinth beneath Paris, the dead do not rest, they wait.